I am Michael from Catalyst, and in this video, I want to help you with how to be massively successful in your new leadership role. So, if you've been newly promoted, maybe you've got a new job, maybe you're starting your own business and you're really excited and you know all about yourself and your mission and what you're trying to do. But then when you come to work with the team or the organizational kind of structure and the culture, you start to realize I don't actually know these people that well. And I think I need to get to know them a little bit better. Maybe they're not responding to my emails or when I talk to them in meetings or when I try and get these results, they don't seem to be happening. Is it me? No. What you need to do is take the time to learn the organizational culture, the how people do things there before you're trying to introduce any meaningful change. And I want to help you with 4 ways you can do that. The first thing you need to do is you need to allow yourself time to get to know people and to get to know the culture, all the unwritten rules, who knows who, how long people have worked there, how they like to do things. A culture is the way that people think, the way that people act, the way people interact, and that adds up to how we do things here. You can have a culture at work, you can have religious cultures, you can have cultures in sports teams. So it's the way they do things, and they'll have a way. Maybe it's effective, maybe it's not, but you need to learn that way because if you can get into their way of doing things, it's like a river. If you join that river, they're not going to kick against you, flow together. But if you just come in and say, this is how we're going to do it this way, and you're not respective of their culture before you came in, it's not going to work for you. So the first thing is recognize there's an existing culture. It's like a river that you need to get in and need to flow in. That's the first thing. And give yourself time, read people's files, have meetings with people, get to know people, really give yourself that time. The second thing that links into that is managing your own expectations and managing their expectations for meaningful change and results. What does that mean? Well, sometimes you got to get some quick wins under your belt, and you can say that to them. Say, right, these are the first things we're going to do this week, this month, these 6 weeks, these 3 months, this first year. We can do this. We're going to get these results in this time frame. Be careful because if you give a time frame, you got to stick to it. But you can definitely give some quick wins, and people always want quick wins. They talk about it in football as the new manager bounce. They want to win some games straight away. So tell them what the quick wins are, but manage their expectations for meaningful change. I'll give an example. So Jurgen Klopp, the former manager for Liverpool Football Club, when he was brought into Liverpool many years ago, several years ago, they said, when are you going to win your title, Jurgen? When are you going to help improve the club? How long is it going to take? And he said, well, I'm happy to be here, first of all. And you give me 3 years, I'll win you a trophy and we'll make some positive changes. And he was right. I'm pretty sure it's around 3 years later, they won the Champions League, and the following year, they won the league. So mention the quick wins that you're going to bring, but then manage the expectations. It might not take 3 years, right? But just recognize that those like transitions and moments and processes of change, they take time. So, and that's why you've been brought in. So, third thing to recognize is that not everybody's going to like you, whether you like it or not. Not everybody's going to like you. They're not going to like your way of doing things. Not everyone likes me. I've just kind of gotten over it. You can't do that. If you think you're just going to go and everybody's going to like you, it's going to be lovely, it's going to be fantastic, you're setting yourself up to fail because you're going to come in and try and be everybody's best friend. It's not actually what people want. They don't expect it. They think it's a bit weird. And is it painful? Yeah, it is actually, to recognize you can be doing your best for 20 people and one of them's just kind of sat there. Maybe they've got something going on. It's nothing to do with you. So don't take it personally, but manage your own expectations. Not everybody's going to like you, and they're not going to like what you do and the way you do things. And the fourth thing that's really, really important, especially in a new leadership position, is to back yourself. There's a reason why you've been brought in. There's a reason why you've been promoted. There's a reason why you've got that job. Somebody's seen something in you they think's amazing. Or if it's just starting your own business, you think, I've got something to give to this world and it's amazing. So don't let the people, like I just said in step 3, stop you. Back yourself. Make sure you got those people around you that love you and support you, because you are going to get resistance to change. Even if you get in the river of their culture and flow, there are times when it feels like a trickle. There's times when there's a rock in the way. So back yourself, pace yourself, take it kind of a medium to long-term approach, and you'll be absolutely fine. So recap those 4 things, keep those in mind, put those into your existing plans, and I wish you absolutely the very best in your new leadership position. Go for it.